Power. Speed. Ferocity. These used to describe the competitors at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. But we're not talking about cars. Tonight, we encounter many men and women who want nothing more than to reach their victory lap. But for some, this may just be a walk of shame. Start your engines and get ready, because we're taking things full circle.
Welcome everybody to Circle Circuit 2025. We are live in Indianapolis, Indiana, just a few miles away from the IMS. I'm Dr. Mitchell alongside my co-host, as always, Sparks. And Sparks, while I would love to get into our festivities as soon as possible, we do have something serious we can discuss.
Don't go tell me you're gonna bail on me halfway through the show.
No. See, before the show began, we custom in our security camera so we could take over the footage. Here you see the undeniable Arik Valentine attacking the current IDW World Heavyweight Champion Maxie Jackson in the parking lot, using that light tube, just breaking it over his head. Now, these two are set to clash in the main event tonight. However, we do not currently know the medical situation going on with Jackson. We'll give you an update soon, but that's obviously going to put a hamper on things.
Shortly before the crater fell into its eternal slumber, its first creations came to being. And it was among those that she awoke. Satanael.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the IDW Women's Tag Team Championship! Introducing first, the team of Satanael and Spectra, Hell's Bells!
A historic moment for us here in IDW. This is the first match to determine an inaugural pair of Women's Tag Team Champions. Well, these two are certainly a unique pair, to say the least. Satanael and Spectra, the Summoner and the Demon. Certainly been making waves in IDW over the last 6 months, but they do face quite the challenge in the Spitfires.
Alright, look, normally I'm a man who loves his ladies. You know that firsthand. I love my ladies, I love my girls. These two, they are not ladies. These two are bitches.
Okay, Sparks, chill. We are just starting the show. Can you not go that hard already?
And their opponents, Howard and Helen, the Spitfires!
A burning duo with a penchant for high-flying action, the Spitfires are here to try and make their name in history as the first Women's Tag Team Champions. honestly, I see a good thing from them. The native Hawaiian Callie alongside her more superhero-esque partner Helen. I see them doing great things here.
Look, you can be as flashy as you are. You can do all the flips, all the tricks you want. There's one thing you gotta remember. This is a match. You don't win unless you can kick ass, and those belts are a symbol of it.
I mean, you're not wrong there, and both these teams have proven themselves time and again that they are successful in what they do. In the first match as Circle Circuit's underway, Satanael instantly with a jawbreaker, listing little time and getting this started. And as I said, both of these teams have done successful over the last few months in Legacy, both proving themselves time and again that they should be the inaugural champions. They deserve to have these belts, but only one team can hold it. Codebreaker, single knee codebreaker by Satanael, and Callie is finally getting herself back to a vertical base. And honestly, when it comes to these two teams, it's a matter of, honestly, it's quite the spectacle here. You have fear versus flashy, spooky versus spectacle. You have such a clash of styles, and it honestly feels very, I don't know, it feels bigger than it feels historic even without the tag titles being involved. And Helen here showing off her athletic abilities, her acrobatic skills. But Satanael switches things up, getting her to the corner. And now just choking her out, just blatantly abusing the rules here, just choking her out.
As long as they don't get counted out, it doesn't matter what they do. Let's be honest with ourselves. They can bend the rules all they want, just so long as they don't get the DQ.
I mean, I guess you got a point, but still. Helen now back to in control here, off the ropes, under, leapfrogs over, and now, whoa! Drop her with a knee, a kick right to the chest. She kind of tripped her backwards over her knee. That was different. Cover at one, only a 1 count.
Please tell me this is the same referee we've been having for the last few years. I have not been paying attention.
Yeah, that's still Reggie. Sorry to tell you, but yeah, we still have Reggie.
Look at him, he's getting right in the way. What the hell is this man doing?
Look, I'm not going to say we hire the best referees, but Reggie's the only one who sticks around. Every other one quits because they get abused too much during these matches.
Well, they need to get their fucking asses out of the way.
Sparks, I have told you. How many times have I told you not to swear? Straight up, how many times have I told you not to swear?
And how many times do I have to tell you I don't give a shit?
Fine. Tag made here to Callie. Tony off the ropes here. Double arm drag. And kicks, stereo kicks to both sides, showing excellent tag team work. Now it looks like Callie went for a blockbuster, did not get it though. And I'm not entirely sure what that was.
I think Satanael might be a little confused out there.
Maybe so. She needs to get to her summoner, to the mysterious Spectra. Helen back in now. Frequent tags by the Spitfires. A good strategy. Now trying to wear down the knee here. Helen, as you see, has a knee brace under her pads. She has had a history of knee issues. Multiple wounds to her ACL and a meniscus. Satanael, speaking of knee, a bicycle knee, drops Helen to the ground. You see the crowd clearly behind the Spitfires over the Hell's Bells. And now we finally see a tag made. In comes Spectra. This very mysterious woman, Spectra. Supposedly the one that helped summon Satana into this world, and now she's talking. She is showboating, trying to earn favor from the audience perhaps, but never a good idea. Rolls up here, not only a 1 count though. Now roll up here, inside cradle. And the ref took his sweet time he did not even try.
Seriously, can we please hire a different ref? This guy sucks.
I keep telling you, we don't have the money. We keep hiring people, they quit, and then they take their pension. Like, I can't help it that we work in a very dangerous industry, alright? This is not something we can just easily fix. Now, Satanael back in here. Big shoulder tackle off the top rope, an assisted shoulder tackle and a double stomp to the gut. Callie's still back to her feet, though. The Hawaiian native trying to show some island strength. Doesn't quite get it. Ooh. Walker with the knee, though. Whatever that was, these teams back and forth. No clear winner either way. And an uppercut. Brutal uppercut. Drops her into her own corner. Making the long trip to Spectra. Spectra easily the bicycle kick. I was going to say, she's the more fresh of the two, but that bicycle kick shut her up. A scorpion kick.
Alright, this Cali chick's showing off some good educated feet.
They're not telling me you're into feet now, Sparks.
I'm not, I ain't one of those freaks.
You're a freak in many other ways, though. Regardless, Helen now taking it to Spectra. The Spitfires showing themselves to be a Class A team right now, keeping Hell's Bells grounded, for the most part. Now he's got her hooked again here. What are we thinking? Double arm, gut kicks. Back, now against the back. This team loves their kicking power. Now face first.
So the Hell's Bells wearing face paint, or is that literally how their faces look?
I don't know, actually. I never bothered to ask them. They're not exactly open to interviews. Frequent tags again. Multiple tags back and forth. We're doing this move one more time. It's effective enough. Gut kick! And then shot to the base of the spine. That's going to inhibit a lot of movement and screw with your breathing. A lot of that's going to mess you up. And a lot of range. Super kick by Spectra. Drops Cali. Whoa, tries to send her into the corner. Didn't quite work. Oh, try to take out the legs again. It's a good strategy, all things considered, trying to take out your opponent's legs because they can't stand upright, they can't lift things, they can't fight properly. Blocked her with that with a back elbow. Now back again in the corner. Frequent tags back and forth. This is a very good strategy. Frequent tags, multiple, just keeping your opponent guessing.
I mean, I could probably predict what the next move's gonna be. They're gonna be doing that one again.
I mean, three times in a row is a little ridiculous, I'll admit, but they're trying their best. If it works, it works. Code breaker again. Another code breaker, and again with the frequent tags. It's one or two moves and back to the tags. Keeping each other fresh as opposed with too frequent tags, you're just gonna feel like you're gonna get both of you exhausted. I was mush mouth like crazy right there.
Can you please just try and get the dick out of your mouth for 2 freaking seconds so you can commentate the show? That is your job, by the way.
Can you stop using such foul language on this show? We are live, you know.
I don't care.
Another tag made here. Double super kick! Stereo super kicks. Drops Satanael. Now Helen going over to try and get her. The match cannot end in DQ. If the countout happens, neither competitor really lose these belts. Champion's advantage doesn't exist here, so there is no guarantee of a win. Both of them trying to do here. Speaking of kicking power, Satanael's going crazy. Satanael showing she has some good educated legs as well here. Standing Shiranui to the outside. Count of 7 here. Count of 8. These two need to get back in the ring ASAP. It looks like both do so for the count of 9. Ellen sends her into a corner. Spitfire tagged. What are we thinking here? Ooh. Double team maneuver, drops her instantly. Doesn't get it though. Spectra quick to shut that down. Yet here's Cali. Axe kick. The drop down axe kick. Now just stomping away at Satanael. I get that she's a demon, but I don't think anyone deserves this kind of treatment.
Look, what did I tell you at the beginning of the match? These guys gotta do anything they can to win. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what they gotta do. You just gotta try and beat these asses.
There's a point, but sometimes there's got to be a limit to what you should be doing, right? Satanael managed to reverse that whip. Not quite. Back to the corner. Now running. Went for an enziguri. Missed though. Missed the insecurity attempt. Looks back into her own corner now. Now what are they planning here? Face first off the buckle. Callie looks ready to do something. Just grinding her face against... grinding her boot across the face of Satanael. Referee blocking her view of the move, but, I mean, you can hear it. That was a bad scrape. Just raking the back now. This is just desperation moves. Hurricane Rana sends her back into her own corner. I mean, it's tag team psychology. You want to try and cut the ring in half. You don't want your opponent to get anywhere near their corner. Spiking Hurricane Rana right to the top of the head. Callie is showing off a lot of her extreme speed and finesse. Now we're getting this one again here. Spitfire's loaded up. Firestorm! Another cover here. Rest right there to catch it this time. 1, 2. No! Wow!
That is demonic strength right there. She ain't giving up anytime soon.
Clearly not. My God, she managed to survive the Firestorm. Now Spectre's back in here, immediately goes for the cover. Now trying to use the bottom rope here, Only a 1 count, but that was some dirty tricks.
Like I said before, as long as you ain't caught, it all counts.
Maybe Hurricane Rana by Helen. These two teams now back and forth. I thought this should have been over. After 2 Firestorms, I would have thought that would have been it, but somehow Satanael is still in this. Now Callie gets tagged in. These most powerful kicks and a basement super kick. Ouch. Only 1 count. Both of these teams remarkably fresh in this match. Either one of them is giving up much of a 2 count, but only when we saw there was one with Satanael just a moment ago. Now just a rapid series of shots here for Callie. Back in the corner. Okay. Right to the head, and Satanael got right back up. Or Spectre got right back up, sorry. Names got a little confused there. She got right back up, though. Did not hesitate for a second. And Helen missed whatever that was going to be. Look like she was trying to trip her up, perhaps. Ooh, cheap shot there by Callie. Now we're back to it. 1, 2, not quite.
You gotta think both these teams will be making history out here. They are both wanting to make that big moment to be the first ever women's tag champions.
That's true. They want to be the first ones to carry those new belts to make them something special here in the IWW women's roster. A roster that has only grown strength for strength over the last few years. Now Callie looking for something. She's trying to go for something. Cross body did not get it though. Face first. Spectre trying to see what she can get away with here. Drop kick. Callie looking for something. What does she got here? Held around. Face first, a rolling cutter of sorts. And a shot right to the back, right to the spine. Oh, but Spectre might have her here. 1. Ooh, right with a 1 count. Again, the ref taking his sweet time to get down there. I'm disappointed in how, slow the ref has been. And I understand it's it's the only one to get higher, but, I really hope he picks up more with the show. Really. And Callie using the long leg she's got there, choking out. Spectre lifting her out of the corner even. That is nasty looking. Back into the Spitfire's corner. Blocked whatever that could have been. Trying to walk past her. She tried to walk right past her to get to her corner. Didn't quite work. Now Callie off the ropes. Oof! I don't even know what you'd call that. A handstand heel kick? What the hell was that?
It was innovative, that's what it was. Spitfires are trying everything and seeing what works.
I ain't doubting that. Off the ropes here, double arm drag, and a sandwich kicks right between the chest of Spectra. Goes back to the cover here. 1, 2, 2.5. Hell's Bells are proving to be quite the resilient team. Despite all of the offense they have suffered, they do not quit. Looks like we're having a repeat here. Second verse, same as the first. Double kicks right to the body. Now Callie looking to see if she can't make something of this. Slowly trying to drag Spectra to her feet. Enziguri. Basement Enziguri. Now once again going after the knees. Trying to go after the other one now. Just raining down the shins on the knee and the shin area. It amazes me that these two teams are even still standing after all the punishment they suffered at this point. Basement drop kick. Now Spectra, what does she have planned here? Sends her into her. No! Again, Callie quickly reverses it, getting her out of the corner. Shot to the spine. Just wrenching her arm across the rope there. You see that? The arm is not meant to bend that way. Powerbomb! Right to the cover. 1, 2. 2 3/4. You don't get much closer. And barely gets the shoulder up in time. Spectra sends her into the corner. What does she have played here? Trying to stomp her out, perhaps. Callie getting another punt kick. Another one of those devastating bicycle kicks. Spectra right back to her feet. Once again, does not let herself stay down for long. An enigmatic woman, for sure. Super kick drops Helen. Now sending her into her own corner here. Can we finally get back to Satanael? She's been on the ropes long enough. Now off the ropes here. Back body drop. Nasty. Oof. Knee trembler. Right along the gut and a double stomp. Now tries to send her back into the corner here. Helen once again deflecting. The Spitfires are showing immaculate defense in trying to keep themselves out of the corner. They are doing a good job of trying to control Hell's Bells as much as possible. Now, went in for double knees. Didn't get it though. Back into the corner. Tried going for something there. Helen blocks it again. Backbreaker. Nasty backbreaker by Helen. Gets her back into her corner. The Spitfires doing an exceptional job as in this back corner of the match here in the second half. Have been doing a great job of keeping the ring split in half. Like both teams understand the idea of cutting the ring in half and keeping your opponents at bay. Gut punch. Devastating punch to the gut. Drops her back of the head first against the mat. That is not going to do well for you. Now got her into a leg lock here. Elbow across the top of the head. Hell's Bells finally starting to build some momentum.
Both of these teams are out here putting on the best damn show they can. All we have to do is wait and see which one can manage the 3.
Shoulder breaker, and you're not wrong, Sparks. This is definitely one of those events where even I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into. Now looks like she's going for something. Drop kick of sorts. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Bad camera angle, perhaps. Arm across the face, too. Not quite, but Callie's here. Drop kick by Callie. She's trying to save her teammate, perhaps. Needs to get out of here, though, otherwise she will be disqualified. Now Helen going after the knee again. What do they have planned now here? Tries to throw it to the corner. Spectra blocked it. Getting in. Spear right into the corner. Just that running shoulder tackle. Now tag made to Satanael. What does she have planned? The Demon went for a kick. Looks like she got blocked though. That looked like it was supposed to be a devastating shot, but it's hard to say. Satanael climbing the ropes now. What does she have planned? Big body splash. Satanael going flying here. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Not quite. Got her up for it. What does she have planned here? Back into her corner. Tries to go for another tag. Didn't get it. Gut kick. And we're going for that rolling cutter. Ooh, right into the face. Nasty, nasty maneuver. Making this long but well-earned trip to get Callie back into this. Satana, I'll stop whatever that could have been. That looked like it was going to be nasty. Managed to stop it. Tag made to Spectra. Off the ropes, another back body drop. Lands with a sickening thud. Callie trying to go after Satana. I don't know if she's aware that there was a tag made. Hurricane Rana by Spectra. Tag made back to Satanael. They're now doing the rapid tags themselves. Ooh. Beat to the punch or to the kick, I suppose. Front slam to the mat. Satanael doing everything she can. Choke slam! 1, 2, not quite. Helen runs in to block the cover. Now Satanael lifting her by the foot. Premonition. Cerberus! 1, 2, not quite. You see she's pissed. Satanael is mad. Another Cerberus. That Cerberus kick. 1, 2, 3.
Well, damn, what a way to end it.
I know, that is a vicious statement, the 2 Cerberus kicks. And now we have new Women's Tag Team Champions, Hell's Bells. A well-fought victory for both teams. Take nothing away. They both left everything they had for this. But the Spitfires will have to try another time to get their hands on these belts. Satanael and Spectra now rule the Women's Tag Division. So many of these moments here, so many times when both teams put in everything they had. Honestly, it stuns me just how much punishment both teams were able to put themselves through and still keep going. I mean, the amount of brutal maneuvers both teams suffered. I mean, the amount of kicks alone, like, let's be real, the amount of times both teams got kicked in the face. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them's missing a tooth at this point. This was impressive as hell. Big splash, just flying the way she did. Sadly, that was not quite enough as Helen pulled out whatever she could. But this is what seals it. Cerberus, that spinning heel kick right under the jaw, sealed the deal and caused us to have new Women's Tag Champions, Hell's Bells.
Winners and the new Women's Tag Team Champions, Hell's Bells!
Also, to answer your question, Sparks, looks like it is face paint.
How about that?
Weird. Very weird. Not sure why they would choose to paint their faces so much, but these two are bizarre. I mean, let's just look at it for a minute. You know, these two are bizarre. Well, congratulations to Satanael and Spectra. That is, of course, worth mentioning. But our next match is something equally as fascinating, as the United States Championship will be on the line. Cowboy Chris Blackwell defends against the Chosen One, Buster Eaton. That match is next after word from our sponsor.
Hey, you! Feeling tired? Unable to get through that afternoon feeling without sleeping on the job? What you need is Sucker Punch Energy Drink! With our special blend of orange citrus and a few things we're not legally allowed to say, you'll be feeling that awake feeling in no time! So get off your bum, get out the door, and give yourself a fresh can of Sucker Punch Energy. It puts you in the mood, man.
Go to the West ain't just words, folks. It's how you live. It's how you fight. It's why this belt stays right where it belongs.
Do you all see what I just did? That wasn't just a match, that was destiny in motion. While that old cowpoke out there is talking about codes and honor, I'm out here proving that the future ain't about what you earn, it's about what you are. And I am the chosen one.
A man who talks too much ain't got much to say, son. The code teaches you to respect the fight, respect your opponent, and respect yourself. Sounds to me like Buster's missing a few chapters.
Honor, respect, tenacity. Those are just fancy words for not as good as Buster Eaton. I don't need a code. I was born to win. That US title, it's practically got my name on it already. Just a matter of time before it finds its rightful owner.
Destiny ain't something you claim, son. It's something you make. And you make it with every punch, every fall, every time you refuse to quit.
Cut the mic, cowboy! You're boring the multiverse. Everyone knows that Beltich is keeping warm for me. At Circle Circuit, destiny brings us together.
You talk about being chosen? I was chosen by the sweat on my brow and the blood in my boots. That's the code.
Oh, you'll learn something, alright, old man. You'll earn a front row seat to my coronation.
Time to send you packing like the hog-tied varmint you really are.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the IDW United States Championship.
If there was to be a book on the term ego, you are looking at the man on the cover, the author, the publisher, and the cited sources. The chosen one, Buster Eaton, a man to whom subtlety and manners are alien concepts.
Look, when you are preordained for success, when you are literally the chosen one, when all must bow before you, you tend to get a bit of an ego.
Sparks, what has this man done other than brag about his supposedly chosen status? Just because you have something tattooed on your back doesn't mean that you're preordained for success.
That ain't no tattoo, that's a birthmark.
You're trying to tell me this man's tattoo, giant tattoo that's a blood spatter with a sword that reads chosen one, is somehow a birthmark.
Hey, when destiny calls, you listen.
You have a birthmark, Sparks?
I am a robot. I do not have any sort of birthmark. Closest I have is a weird welding scar to my chest.
You know what? I'm sorry I asked. But Buster Eaton's at least proven himself, in some regards, to be quite a competent competitor. I just don't think he's quite as chosen as he so claims.
Comet breeze the mesa to the western skies with the sound of 1,000 cattle drives.
Now see, here's a man, the real cowboy, Chris Blackwell. Here's a man who I think is arguably chosen, not because of destiny, but because of what he has done. The grit, the hard work, the genuine heart that this man has for his business and for anything he does in the ring.
Okay, you're sounding like this man's just a bitch. Why work for everything you've got when you could just be preordained for success when you are literally chosen by the universe?
So you're saying that some divine blessing is more worthwhile than natural grit and genuine heart. Like, it doesn't matter how chosen you are, this man has worked hard to become the United States champion. My God, if he was kicking ass as champion.
I still don't get it. I still say he's got this.
Introducing first, the challenger from Domino City, weighing at 239 pounds, Buster Eaton! And his opponent from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 226 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Chris Blackwell!
As this matchup gets underway, we have to remember the animosity these two have had from each other, as we saw in the video package earlier. A true clash of hard work meets natural talent. A man who thinks you have to earn everything you're given versus a man who thinks the world revolves around him.
And the world should revolve around it. This is the chosen one. You don't just badmouth the chosen one.
Whoa, dodging the chop there. Shot for Buster Eaton. Now we're going straight into it. Waist hold applied here. We're seeing some nice chain wrestling going on right now. Both men jockeying for position in the way, trying to find the early stage of this match. Going to a headlock. Wrenching right into the neck. Bad move will be found here. In these early moments, in these earlier stages of the match, this is really when momentum is all that matters. You need to be as good as possible. Make sure that you keep yourself fresh to build as much momentum as you can to really try and set the precedent and set the pace of the match. And that's exactly what Blackwell is doing.
He's just lured into a false sense of security, Doc. Can't expect everybody to just bend over backwards just because you're some cowboy.
Well, it's not just a cowboy, Sparks. This is the real cowboy. He lives by the code of the West. Something that few people in this world ever seem to want to follow these days. But it's a code of honor, respect, tenacity, and just everything you expect from a true Wild West vet like Chris Blackwell. Going back and forth with his arm wrenches, though. Both men just trying to wear the other down. Really trying to wrench down on that shoulder and that elbow. One false twist, and that's going to break it clean off. Bending over the other way here, going over his shoulder here, trying to bend more into the shoulder. Both men here still staying on their feet, though. If nothing else, they got to give it up to Buster Eaton, rather. That he's staying on his feet despite the pain is pretty impressive. Never mind, there he goes. Now Blackwell off the top rope early on in the matchup. This could be a poor decision. Knee drop right along the chest. Goes for the cover right away. 1, 2, no, wow. That would have been a really fast match, honestly.
That would have been a disappointment to the entire multiverse to see Buster Eaton lose that dead fast.
Don't blame me, blame him. He's the one that had to kick out at 2. Blackwell scouted it, belly to back suplex. Right onto it, too. He is not wasting a single moment. There is not a wasted motion in Blackwell's offense right now. A sign of just how hard work and grit can really help shape you as a competitor. Now shots to the face. Now wrenching on the arm again here. He's got it pinned by his knee. What is he thinking here? Oh, just hyperextending everything. Now double knees to the spine. Some classic cattle wrestling maneuvers. Whoa, went for something there, not sure what that was. Pump knee though. Now the ground and pound rain in the hands. Stomp to the gut. This is Eaton's wheelhouse here. A complete lack of respect and dignity, just stomping out his opponent.
What part of respect do you need to win a damn match? This is a fight.
And it's becoming it here, strike after strike, a good exchange of blows. Blocks that one with a shot to the face. Another block. Both of these men getting sort of scouted blow for blow. Now Blackwell with the upper hand with a European uppercut. Now he's looking to end this early. Blackwell wants to end this immediately. He's going for it. He's got him hooked. Hog tie suplex. 1, 2, oh! Still a kick out at 2. Eaton is far from done in this match, even after a hog tie suplex. Blackwell is itching for something. What does he got planned here? Cross body. Eaton back on his feet, doesn't get it. Scissor whip of some kind. I'm not entirely sure what you'd call that.
Aren't you supposed to be the doctor of all this? Ain't you supposed to know every move backwards and forwards?
And sometimes they do something so innovative, even I don't know what to call it, Sparks. We're all human, we're all fallible.
I'm not.
Need I remind you of your constant flirting with the ladies?
Man has his vices, that's not a problem. That's just what I like.
Ooh, breaking his nails across the back of Eaton, and I suppose you have a point. Short punch right there to the side of the head. Blackwell just trying to figure out his game plan here. Another pump knee. Another bicycle knee by Eaton. Now Eaton's starting to roll a little bit. He's trying to figure out what he needs to do next. Guy's going in the corner. No. Falls under. Leapfrogged over. And for a back elbow. Gets blocked though. Now Eaton. What is Buster thinking here? Multiple back elbows just to the spine. That has got to be rough on Blackwell. And face first into the turnbuckle. Now Eaton's the one raging. Eaton. Buster special. High cover. 1, 2, 2.5. The grit of the Cowboy ain't gonna let that slide just yet.
Nothing else, we're seeing the resiliency of Buster out there. He took a hard move, now he's coming back, giving everything he's got.
I mean, potentially, yes, but we're also saying that Blackwell is just as good, and that's with training, not with just some supposed God-given talent. That is hard training right there. Ooh, went for the same knee drop that Blackwell did not get it, though. Now Blackwell measured him for a stomp. Now Blackwell telling him to get up. He's trying to figure out what to do next. Got a leg. Over to a half crab. Tried to go for a half Boston Crab. He was right by the ropes, though. Monkey flip sends him halfway across the ring. Blackwell is fired up right now. Knee drop right to the chest again. Blackwell signaling for something. Didn't get it though. Eaton blocked it. On his shoulder. Shoulder breaker. Both men back and forth trying to figure out what to do. Gets himself out of the corner there. Blackwell not letting that happen. Blackwell looking to try something. Eaton's the one getting out of it this time. Both men fresh enough and resilient enough to figure out what they need to do next. Now Eaton trying to figure out his next move. Fisherman Buster! Fisherman Buster sends Blackwell towards the ropes. Now Eaton's got something in mind. Got his leg hooked, just wrapping his leg around the middle rope. That is going to cause a lot of damage to the knee if you're not careful. German suplex into a bridging cover. Wow, 1, 2, not quite, 2.5.
Buster's out here trying to dismantle this cowboy. If we're lucky, maybe he'll get put down like the horse he is.
Jesus, Sparks, that is harsh, but I guess that's fair for you. You can see look at that, you can see the welts forming on Eaton's chest after all the damage he's been taken. You can see the welts forming on Eaton's chest. And now Buster doing the same, or rather Blackwell doing the same thing here, driving himself into the knees of Buster, trying to see what he can do here. Eaton gets out of it. And the fireman's carry, no reverse DDT, blocked by Blackwell. Another knee drop. He is favoring these knee drops, but they're effective, nothing else. Now Eaton back to his feet. Ooh, went for a back elbow. Didn't quite get it, though. Blackwell's got him on his shoulder now. Is he thinking? Stun gun! Right across the top rope. 1, 2. 2 3/4. That was close. Eaton, though, right back to his feet. He's not done yet. Kick to the gut, a spin kick. Rolling through. Air raid crash. My God, that was actually I'm genuinely impressed.
This man is the chosen one. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
I mean, I gotta give props where it's due. That was a very impressive maneuver, the roll-through air raid crash. Now setting up to the ropes. What does he have in mind here? Clothesline over the ropes. And Eaton's planning something here. Off the ropes. Slam plancha. Diving over the ropes like it's nothing. I agree with the crowd. This is an awesome match so far. We have seen some crazy stuff from both men. Buster firmly in control here. Count of 3. This is not a no disqualification. These guys gotta get back in the ring, otherwise Buster cannot win the belt. Now he's up on the barricade. Buster up on the barricade here. Oh, axe handle. Count of 6. They gotta get back in the ring ASAP. Otherwise, this is a disqualification, and Blackwell wins the belt handily. Rose into the stairs. Ouch. Count of 8 here. This match might be over. Count of 9. And body splash to the outside over the ring post. That will reset the count. Blackwell just saved this match, but not for himself, but for his opponent. That is the honor and respect we've been talking about from the Code of the West. That's exactly what the Code teaches you. You can't win off cheap knees. You have to win by the sweat of your own brow. He wants to pin this man.
So what you're saying is he's a dumbass. He should have just taken the win and gone home.
And I don't doubt you there. Got him hooked again. Hog tie suplex. Bridges into the cover. 1, 2. Ooh, how the... Wow. 2 3/4 again. How is Buster still alive?
The universe ordained this man would be champion. Nothing is putting this man down.
I hate to say it, but you might actually be right at this point. The amount of things Buster has survived at this point and has still kept going is honestly shocking me right now. I have no idea what his plans are next. Blackwell, though, once again, though, despite everything, Blackwell's still fighting. The grit of a cowboy is hard to deny. Going up to the middle ropes here. Axe handle across the shoulder blades. May not have gotten all of it, but got enough of it. Now just trying to wear down Buster's leg. Even getting into an Indian deathlock of sorts. Good Lord. Just causing so much pain to that one knee. And again, Buster is still able to stand, delivering a flying clothesline. Just stomping out Blackwell. Looking was going for something there. Didn't quite get it, though. Both men counter the counter, back and forth. What an exchange! They're seeing back and forth, back and forth. Buster trying to see what he can get away with now. Launched him right into the corner. He's got him hooked. Buster special. 1, 2, 3.
What did I tell you? The universe ordained that this must happen.
You know, I hate to be that guy, but you were right, Sparks. It seemed like no matter what Blackwell did, no matter how much the Cowboy pushed, the universe was behind Buster Eaton the whole time, giving him just enough strength to survive not 1 but 2 of these He's devastating hog-tied suplex. Despite such a high bridge on the cover as well, both times Eaton had enough wherewithal to get himself out. We saw this, the first of two of these as well, this Buster Special modified sliced bread maneuver. It is a thing of beauty, I will at least admit that much. The Chosen One has finally met his moniker, so to speak, and is now the new United States Champion.
You owe me a drink, asshole.
Why do I owe you a drink? You should owe me a drink. You've been screaming in my ear.
You have been nothing but a chatterbox, and half the shit you say you don't even get right.
You know, I'm not going to stop you from swearing at this point. Just go ahead and swear on your own. I'm not going to stop you at this point. How he was able to get out of this situation right here is amazing. You cannot get closer. 2.999. And the universe kept him alive long enough for this, the second Buster Special that sealed the deal. The fat lady is singing because this match is over.
Here is your winner and new United States Champion, Buster Eaton!
See the damage on his chest from this brutal battle. He may have won, but he wears the scars of this war. And while an impressive win by Buster Eaton, we have plenty more to get to on this show. We have plenty more matches in store. And the next one on our list is one I'm sure Sparkster will gladly enjoy. It does involve some lovely ladies.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is the triple threat for the IDW Lone Star Championship. That match is next.
I'll be able to knock you down even harder and faster!
Get real. I don't pull any punches. Got it?
I don't get people like you. You're so stiff. Try cutting loose like me. Let's see that fighting spirit.
Oh, you want to fight me? That's fine. I'm more than ready, so step up. You know, if you don't keep up your exercise, you're gonna get sloppy.
No offense, but the whole assassin thing just isn't for me. I'll take big and flashy over dark and mysterious any day.
Unlike you traitors, I prefer to fight my enemies head on.
Not satisfied with fighting me? You need a lesson in manners.
Halt and do your worst.
Thought you'd be a pushover. That was dumb.
The following triple threat contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the IDW Lone Star Championship. Introducing first, from Tacoma, Washington, Evelyn Parker.
Now here's the girl after my own heart. A girl not only with brains, beauty, and power. Not to mention one nice ass.
Okay, we're starting this off wonderfully. Okay, Sparks, whatever. Okay, we're gonna ignore it. I got a drink with me. I'm ignoring it. Anyway, Evelyn Parker. A fantastic new addition to IDW's roster, one who has shown countless promise, and I do believe a future women's world champion. And I suppose, yes, I will agree with you on one thing, Sparks. Her Assets are nice.
And her opponents first, from New Orleans, Louisiana, Shaga!
The Silencer Shaga. A woman to whom power is just a daily event. This is a woman who I truly believe has made the biggest splash in IDW. And I cannot stress this enough. I said before that Evelyn's a future women's world champion. No, this woman is going to be the women's world champion one day. I believe that day too soon. For now, she has her lights set on the IDW Lone Star Championship. Formerly the Starlight Belt, but it is now the Lone Star Belt, as proclaimed by its current holder, Drew Locke.
Yeah, this woman's not for me. I cannot see myself anywhere near this woman.
Oh, why? Because she actually has muscle that she could literally break you in half with a single crush of fist.
Look, I'm into some weird stuff. I'm into some weird shit. That's too weird even for me.
And finally, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, she is the Lone Star Champion, Luna Loughlin!
The living Death Wish and the inaugural IDW Lone Star Champion, Luna Loughlin. Always a crowd pleaser, even if she's putting her own body on the line to do it.
Look, if you're suicidal, jump off a building. Don't go do that in the ring.
Holy crap, Sparks! Do not say that! Can we get that? No, we're live, aren't we? We can't get that. Dang it.
What? If she's gonna be throwing herself around like that, nearly killing herself every match, then why not just get it over with?
Sparks, for God's sake, people are sensitive to that stuff. Besides, she's not doing it to end her life, she just likes the thrill of it. She's a thrill seeker. Good lord, do we need to reprogram you or something? The bells rung here. This is triple threat rules, meaning there are no disqualifications, no countouts, anything goes. And I have the strong suspicion these women are going to make good use of that fact. As Loughlin and Parker are the first ones to get into any action, Shaga now inserts herself. Punch to the face, off the ropes, DDT by Parker. And this is what you expect from a triple threat match. It is going to be pure chaos. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to follow everything that's going on and keep my breath.
Lucky for you, I don't have breath to lose.
Well, you say that, but I've heard you run out of breath before.
I can't deny the fact that I was programmed to be a bit more realistic in my dialogue.
Face first goes Parker. Shaga trying to go for a roll-up here. Not even a one count, then again, the ref took his sweet time to call it. Mat face first by Parker. Shaga now getting in the upper hand. Counter for counter, blow for blow. Once again into the corner. Reverse again into the corner. Shaga taking a running start with a clothesline. Now stopping Loughlin from whatever she was doing. Shaga almost stepped out of the ropes there, but didn't quite reach the point she needed to be at. Getting herself out of this hold here. And again, all three of them are going to try everything they can to win that belt. This is a huge moment for both Parker and Shaga. The potentially the first time either one of them can hold singles gold in IDW. So this will be a marquee moment, and Shaga grabbed the table. Shaga just pulled out a table. We're already going for the plunder.
Look, you want to win this match, you gotta do everything you can, and the table is gonna do some serious damage.
Oh, undeniably, it will do a lot of damage. champ sent out of the ring. No champion's advantage. She doesn't need to be pinned or submitted to lose her belt. This match is dangerous for Lachlan. And Shaka just threw the table at Parker. She just chucked it at her. I mean, effective use of the plunder, I guess, but that's not really what you usually do to a table. That drop kick was vicious. And now a kendo stick by Lachlan, swinging at Shaka now. Trying to see if she can make use of that. Parker, whoa! Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Again, chaos incarnate is what this triple threat match is going to be. It is chaos incarnate when you have a powerhouse, a bombshell, and a death wish.
Why does that sound like the start of some stupid Saturday Night Live skit?
It does, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine this is going to be very comedic. Face first, off into the floor. There is very little padding on that floor, folks. This is all hurting a lot worse. Now Parker sent into the stairs. Chucked right into the stairs. And Lachlan trying to do some smack talking. A poor decision against Shaka, but she reverses it. Now Parker going for another piece of plunder. It's another... Is that a light tube? That is a fluorescent light tube. We saw that earlier with Valentine. He used that against Jackson out in the parking lot. Why do we have those under the ring? The lights are way up there. They're not even fluorescent lights.
Who knows? Maybe someone was trying to set something up backstage.
Yeah, but why would you put them under the ring? That is the worst place to put a light tube. That is glass. That is straight up glass that's going to go into one of these women's backs or their head or God knows what. Shoulder tackle by Shaka. I'm concerned that these three are going to literally try to kill each other. Oof, Locker that was. Lachlan did not let Evelyn Parker get that move off. Sidewalk slam goes right for the cover. Parker, though, is right there to block it. And kick right to the face. Yet Lachlan right there to respond. The champion did a good job of trying to play damage control here, trying to keep everyone around her away from her. Spinning sidekick. Parker showing some great athletic work, doing a lot of rolls and spins to avoid maneuvers. Now off the ropes and a boot. Shaka going for another piece of plunder. What is it? A ladder? What are we doing right now? Why do we have all this stuff?
Obviously, someone prepared ahead of time. For all I know, one of these three probably put all that stuff under there.
You know what? Considering Lachlan's proclivities, I wouldn't be shocked if she's the one that put the ladder under there. Shaka. Oh, power slam through the table. It splinters into pieces. I don't know if you heard that, folks. The crowd chanting, "This is awesome." Frankly, I don't think we're going to see another table spot anytime tonight, so honestly, I have to agree with them there. Shaka dazed and confused, unable to form coherent thoughts right now. And she's back to her feet. Military press! And just look at the strength! Look at the power!
That is scary.
Another table being applied here. Everyone has grabbed another table. Sets it up outside. Shaga's got a steel chair in hand. I'm not sure what she has planned for it. Going outside the ring again. Parker doing a lot of taunting this match. A lot of trash talk. A lot of showmanship. I mean, you can be confident all you want, but too much of that's going to get you cocky, and that's when you lose.
A woman of her stature, of her beauty, is allowed to be a bit of a conflict, Doc.
I mean, I guess, but you're in the middle of a fight. You're the one who keeps saying it's a fight. You can't, like, showboating ain't gonna win you a match. And she's trying to avoid Lachlan. Now both of them slowly walking away from each other. Exhaustion clearly setting in early after all the punishment both these women have suffered. Shaka waiting for anyone to enter her ring. Parker front slam, a wasteland almost. Now Parker looking for something. Gets out of Lachlan's hold. DDT! You have to think all three of these women are going to be at their absolute peak tonight. They are all going to be here trying their absolute best to be the one to claim the gold. Lachlan's done well as Lone Star champion so far, and she has to protect her legacy in a way that no one else has. Meanwhile, Parker and Shaka just trying to give themselves a footnote, trying to give themselves into the history books. by being Lone Star Champion. Parker goes on a cover here, not even close. All three of them, though. I heard a person in the crowd yell, "Start the count." Honestly, considering how bad he's, like our referee has been tonight, I don't blame him. Power slam! Running power slam by Shaga, just showing off that strength again. Parker, what she's got here, suplex right onto the chair, right onto that steel chair. That has got to be nasty. Didn't quite get what she was going for there. Lachlan, the one now on top. Oof. Kick there by Parker. Parker has been quite the Spitfire out here, trying everything she's got. Although calling her Spitfire may be a bit poor words considering what happened earlier tonight. Shaga to the top rope here. She's not one to fly, and a double axe handle to the back of the head of Lachlan. Now hooks the leg here. 1, 2, not quite. Now what is Parker thinking? A trash can. For real. Who is putting all this stuff under our ring? I don't remember anyone doing that. Like, what's your answer for that one, Sparks? Who put the freaking trash can over? Code right there by Parker, by the way.
Look, when you have a triple threat match, there are no rules, no restrictions, no disqualifications. In other words, you can put whatever you want under there. I bet all three of these women brought their own tools for the fight.
Lachlan just chucking the trash can at Parker's face here. Ref's got to get into a good position to get the count. 1. Only a 1 count. Watch Shaga to take a kicker, though. That was a good wherewithal. What a right hand by Parker. Just launched Lachlan out of the ring. And now has the ladder set up. I fail to see why you'd want to set up the ladder out there. This isn't a ladder match. That chair shot to the back of the head sent Parker to the floor. That is nasty. Back into the ring goes Parker. Back into the ring goes Shaga. Lachlan's starting to feel herself here. She's starting to get pumped up. Two opponents, though, fighting each other at the moment. Trying to keep each other down. Bulldog by Parker. She's got the light tube. Let's say Lachlan had the light tube. Neckbreaker. Parker doing an amazing job right now, trying to keep her opponent at bay, keeping herself upright. Both women going for drop kicks, neither one of them getting it though. Lachlan now the one in control. Ooh, might have looked for a Thunder Bomb perhaps. The Thunder Bomb did not get it though. Cover here. 1, 2, not quite. Lachlan kicks out, and that trash can is very loud and it's getting in the way.
Are you ever gonna stop talking? I've been sitting over here sipping on my drink this whole time. I have not contributed anything for the last 5 minutes.
You are fully within your right to talk here. Face first off the trash can. What a maneuver by Parker. Good God, Evelyn Parker really using all of her plunder to her advantage, at least as much as she can anyway. Off the ropes, DDT onto the chair again. Doing a good job using the plunder, not just for beating sticks, but as genuine tools of the trade. Swanton Bomb! Big hook the leg. 1, 2, not quite. Lachlan breaking it up. I thought that could have been it. Lachlan breaking it up and saving her belt. Trying to get Parker out of here. Lands on her feet, whatever that was. Now, Bulldog! Near the chair, but not quite. Now Shaga taking control. Looking to put Lachlan away here. Got on her shoulders. Silence her! Deep cover. 1, 2, not quite. Parker managed to save the match. We're seeing a mad scramble now for control. All these women drop kicked by Shaga. We're seeing a mad dash just to see if anyone can get any kind of control here. Shaga on her shoulders again. Silence her! Now going after Lachlan with an atomic drop. Now what is she thinking here? She's going swinging. twirling her around like she's nothing. Good God. Shaga is showing off immense power. Like, this is strength unbeknownst to most women in this roster. Now I think the kendo stick coming back into play here. Busting it right over the head. It's turned to splinters. And now flinging Shaga over her shoulders. Parker thinks she's got this. Shaga seems down. Parker seems confident. Hops over the stairs. Oh, right hand delivered. Thrown back into Shaga, perhaps trying to confuse everybody here. No one knows what's happening. It's a scramble. A scramble on top of the table. That is what this is right now. It is a mad scramble over this table. Everyone's just being thrown around. Everyone's just trying to figure out what to do. Shaga saying it's time to silence her once and for all. On her shoulders. No, Parker. Again, Parker with the wherewithal. Strong wherewithal to keep herself out of these big moves. Rolling her over her shoulders again. Huge shot there. Stunner right off the ropes. Gets Lachlan outside the ring. Now Parker perhaps making the fool's errand of focusing on the champ right now. She could have gone after Shaga to try and put this match away, but has instead focused her attention here on the champ, Lachlan, throwing her into the ladder she set up earlier. This is just nasty, throwing her back into the ring. Now Parker turns her attention back to Shaga, who has gone after that table. Now is sliding it into the ring. The table is back into play now in the ring. All three of these women trying everything they can here. Power slam attempt, didn't get it. The table, using the table as a weapon, just beating both women down. Goes to the cover on Shaga. 1, 2, no. 2.5. My God, that trash can is loud. Did you hear that?
I take offense to the term trash can. Let's be real with ourselves.
Okay, I wasn't talking about you. You know I wasn't.
Yeah, but I'm still a sewer brush robot, so I keep your mouth shut.
Fine. Face first goes Shaga again. Now Lachlan looking to try and rally. The big powerhouse gone. It's up to these two women, the Death Wish and the Bombshell. What can they achieve here? Parker tries to go in the corner, doesn't get it. Lachlan is with the back elbow. Lachlan looking confident in herself right now. Off the ropes and a drop kick. Huge missile drop kick right to the face. Goes for a cover off that shoulder tackle. 1, 2, not quite. 2.5. Parker looking to try something here. Just throwing the two women into each other, perhaps letting them fight while she stays behind to conserve her energy. Again, you're seeing the damage on. You can see the damage on the back of Lachlan right now. These women have been beating the hell out of each other every imaginable. And just as I say that, Shaga goes and grabs the steel stairs. She has grabbed the stairs. Oh my God! Burying Parker under the stairs after beating her face in with it, and Parker is able somehow, with enough wherewithal to stand and fight. This is insane for this woman. Also, we have another chair set up again. That is a dangerous thing to see. A chair or a table is set up, and that could mean anything. Multiple people down, back and forth. This is constant damage. Parker looks like she's firing herself up a little bit. Cuts Shaga off at the pass while she was going for a running maneuver on Lachlan. Now, what is she thinking here in a neck breaker? Shaga is laid out now. Luna trying to fight back, trying to rally. Goes outside, perhaps they're now going after Shaga for some reason. These women seem to have a grudge against one another. They do not seem to understand the concept that you can just pin someone in the ring. You don't have to go after everybody. Although this might just be insurance trying to keep the silencer down. Now the Bombshell, Evelyn Parker, looking like she's observing from a distance here, seeing what everyone else is doing, conserving her strength and taunt spamming, because that seems to be her MO this match.
Like I said, she wants to show off every bit of beauty she's got. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Maybe. Ref inadvertently getting right in the way. Through the table goes Shaga face first. Will the counter into a bulldog. Now a shoulder breaker to Parker. The champ looking strong right now. Going after the leg of Shaga, trying to take out some of the power perhaps of the silencer. Now Parker runs back inside and shoulder blocks her right out of the ring. 1, 2, not quite. The crowd is on their feet right now. This has been quite the match. I dare say it's been quite the barn burner for the Lone Star Championship, and a Hurricane Rana drops Shaga. Now a bit of a rabbit punch to the back of the head. 1, no, only a 1 count. Parker is surprisingly still in this despite all the punishment she has endured. Reverse DDT or hammerlock of sorts, reverse DDT. Lachlan still with enough strength, keeping Parker at bay. Now going out back outside. Where is she thinking now? Shaga's boot right to the face. These 3 women have been doing everything in their power to just brutalize one another. All in the name of the Lone Star Championship. That is what this belt means to these 3 women. To just put themselves on the line so much. It is baffling to me how anyone is still standing after all this. Parker, I'm not sure what she's going for here. Looks like she may be scouring for more plunder, but there's not much to be found anymore. Tables shattered, chairs dented, trash cans crushed, candlesticks splintered. This has been a match full of destruction. Now she's seeming to go back and getting back into the ring here. I'm not sure what she's looking for. Lachlan's thrown into the ring here to go face Parker. Shaga not far behind. On her shoulders, what does she have planned here? Nothing yet. She looks like she couldn't quite get it. Lachlan blocking it. Shaga now going for something. Lachlan blocking again, keeping herself safe. Backstabber! Backstabber by Parker, who is absolutely feeling it right now. Rushes right out of the ring to go encounter Shaga, who just grabbed a second pair of steel stairs. Not that it matters, that did not help her in the slightest. Knee to the face. Ooh, what a neck breaker, just a flying neck breaker of sorts. Hurricane Rana, or Frankensteiner rather, with the punches. These women are showing off things I've never seen any of them do. This is crazy. Now Parker again with another Hurricane Rana. Trying to do anything she can. Drop kick. Strikes down Shaga. Now hip attack. And right into the stink face.
God, if only that were me.
I had a feeling you'd say that, and it's just as gross hearing it. At any rate, Parker now trying to over something. Neck breaker by Lachlan. On her shoulders. Lachlan going to the ropes perhaps. Stun gun. Let's go for a bulldog there. Was Parker could not quite get it. Huge swinging kick with those long legs just takes out Lachlan. Now big shots here. Codebreaker again. Everyone is down. This is madness. Shaga blocks it. Inside cradle. Only a 1 count. Reggie took too long making that cover. Shaga on her shoulders. Looking for silencer again. Lachlan blocking it. Lachlan blocking the attempt. Shaga breaking out of it as well. These 3 women all just trying everything they can to see if it works. Power slam by Shaga. Now DDT, tilt-a-whirl DDT by Parker. He's now going after Lachlan. Counters with a forearm right across the face. Okay, face first. Not entirely sure what that was. A chicken wing face buster of sorts. Very different, but very Lachlan. To the top rope here, Colin Evelyn back up. Cross body. Goes right for the cover here. 1, 2, not quite. Parker still with enough wherewithal to kick out despite everything. Shaga now trying to do her best to clear the field, but Parker blocks it. All three of these women trying everything they can here. DDT again. Shaga trying to see what she can do here. Bashing the head against the mat. That's going to cause brain damage. I don't care who you are, that's brain damage right there. Parker looking confident, trying to go after Shaga here. Shaga blocks her clothesline, landing her right on the chair. That steel chair has been used as a battering weapon this whole time. Misjudged the splash though, did not get it. Shaga eliminating herself in a sense by missing that splash. Lachlan going for whatever she can do here. Heel toss towards the splintered remains of what was once a table. And again, these women battered, beaten, but still confident, and a misjudged drop kick leaves Lachlan a bit open here. Parker finally gets back to her feet, but Lachlan, flapjack! Excellent work of the flapjack. Shaga though, tried to eliminate her, didn't get it though. The corner, oof, kick. Now, fisherman suplex. Now Parker trying for something here. Not sure what she's trying to do anymore. The light tube has been picked up. Whoa, look for a bulldog, and that's shattered across the head of Shaga. Now, Death Wish. Lachlan with a Death Wish. That's got to be it. 1, 2. Saved at the last minute by Shaga, who's still fighting. Despite having a light tube shattered over her freaking skull, she's still managing to fight. This woman is insane. Granted, all of them are for enduring all that they have so far. Parker getting back to her feet. Doesn't get it though. Lachlan sent over the ropes. Going for something there. Got her arm raised in a back elbow. Keeps Parker at bay. Going for this one more time. This reverse DDT gets kicked in the face by Shaga. Now deadlifting for a power slam. Shaga is scarily powerful. Even this late into the match, she is still looking strong. Now set into the corner here is Lachlan. What? Ooh. Didn't quite get what that was. Got her hooked for whatever this is. Got her slowly hooked up for a torture rack. Torture rack. Tried to apply it, but Parker stopped that from happening. Cover made here. 1, 2. Not even. Oh, it's still 2.5. These women are not giving up. Parker with a series of jabs here. Shaga blocks it. Shaga silence her. Cover again. 1. One count, but Lachlan ever persistent, right back on it. This is not going to be a quick match. We are in for the long haul with these three because they are not giving up any time soon. Now off the corner. Ooh, stun gun. No more plunder. No. Oh my God! Look for an elbow drop on the Lachlan. Accidentally took out Parker. As I was saying, there is no more plunder. There is no more weapons. These men have exhausted every option and nothing has stuck. Ooh, Shaga inadvertently kicking Reggie, the referee. That's going to make counting difficult. Face first into more of that shattered glass. Thank goodness Lachlan and Shaga are wearing masks, by the way. I feel like I need to mention that. Thank goodness both of them are wearing masks, because otherwise we'd probably be
What's wrong with little Clara? I want to see a Crimson Mask.
Well, I certainly don't. That's not one thing I want to see from either of these women. At her hooked. Whoa! Hurricane Rana. What a counter by Parker, who's still managing to fight despite all the punishment. Shaga, though, getting out of this situation. Got her in the corner. Tried to anyway. Parker breaking herself out of the corner. Now it looks like we're having a momentary alliance. Not quite. Parker and Lachlan's heads bounced off each other. Power slam by Shaga. Fireman's carry by Lachlan. This match is crazy. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh, missile dropkick doesn't get it. Knocks herself out. 2, 3, that's it.
Well, that was a bit of an anticlimactic win.
I mean, when you jump that high and you miss, you're probably going to knock yourself clean out cold. I mean, the back for a head is a match. Plus, given everything else, I'm pretty sure all three of these women were running on fumes for most of that. Regardless, though, Shaga, the silencer, managing to pull out the win here, being at the right place at the right time to get to the pinfall. Now is our new Lone Star champion. That was an impressive move, that diving Hurricane Rana. This power slam through the table. Every moment of this match was chaotic and crazy. I dare say the women's division has grown perfectly in the last few years.
I mean, look, I myself am not a fan of, overly flashy stuff or trying to be something you're not, but these three women put all they had into that match, and damn it, it shows.
It does. Right here, the final moment. Shaga capitalizing on a failed move to get the pinfall.
Here is your winner and the new Lone Star Champion, Shaga!
Our first title in IDW, our new Lone Star Champion, the Silencer. Now, while we would love to just take a break from all the chaos after such an impactful win, we must move forward. We have so much more to do and so little time to do it. Are you ready, Sparks?
I suppose. I'm gonna need another drink.
Yeah, me too. Our next match is for the tag team titles. Team Caffeine, the Alpha Armada, after these messages.
From the great iron to the hardest of ice, you need a product that will help you surpass the odds in any way imaginable. Be it a game-winning home run or a gold medal-worthy slam, you need something that will boost your skills beyond the norm. Introducing Titan Pro Sleeve. Pro Sleeve. Go beyond the game and into the champions.
You think you can take on the Armada? That's hilarious.
What you desire is nothing less than an insult to true power.
Your shtick is getting tired.
You may be strong, dude, but we're a true unit.
We'll crush everything in our way. No mercy and no quarter.
We shall march forward until our feet crush the competition, leaving them broken and bloody.
We've been doing this for years. We ain't stopping now.
We'll show you that a shot of caffeine will wake your sorry asses up.
Scheduled for one fall, and it is for the IDW Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 512 pounds, Red and Rock, Team Caffeine.
Talk about a clash of classics. Two teams that have spent probably the most time in IDW compared to most people in general. Team Caffeine and the Alpha Armada. Talk about experience, you talk about tag team proclivity. There is no one finer than Team Caffeine.
Their record may be shoddy, but there's one thing these men have that no other one has. A deep, honest rapport.
And their opponents, coming into the ring by leg at a combined weight of 545 pounds. They are the IDW Tag Team Champions, Captain Vaughn and Travis Walker, the Alpha Armada!
You talk about brute power, true dominance. Is there anyone more powerful than the Alpha Armada? 3 former world champions, multi-time world champions at that. These 3 have stood the upper echelon of IDW since their initial start in their careers, and now working together, this seems almost unstoppable.
I mean, look at what you've got to work with. Former 4-time women's champion, Russian Roughhouse. Former 3-time world champion, Captain Vaughn. Former 4-time world champion, Travis Walker. Talk about the most powerful and painful group you can imagine. That's what you get.
Not wrong there. This is exactly what I would imagine. This matchup here is for the IDW Tag Team titles, of which Alpha Armada won under strange circumstances. They were originally members of the cult known as the Orichalcos before they broke free and, well, let's just say their leader Darts no longer exists.
You mean they beat the living crap out of him?
And I was going to use it in less colorful language, but yes. Anyway, bell has been rung here. Vaughn opens with a suplex, setting the pace immediately for what's to come. Shot to the gut. Oof, a bit of inadvertent contact there. Travis accidentally punched his own partner there, trying to attack Red. He accidentally punched Vaughn in the face. Tag made. Shot to the gut. And immediately trying to go for the schoolboy cover. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count.
Trying to go for an early pinfall like that is risky, especially against people with as much experience as all 4 men in this ring.
Not wrong there. I mentioned earlier, all 4 of these men have spent nearly a decade in IDW. To put that in perspective, I mean, most people we're seeing on this show so far tonight have barely been on the show for a few years. These guys easily dwarf that as far as their sheer, like just how long they've been around for. Drop kick right under the bridge of the nose. Goes Red, who's finally getting back to a vertical base and finding himself in some momentum. And Team Caffeine, I mean, what a team these 2 have been. They've gone through ups and downs, even being trained by Travis Walker's former tag team partner, Dylan Reyes. And I mean, you talk about staying power. I mean, these 2 men have not fought each other. They haven't, there's been no infighting, no struggles. These men have just been consistent. And consistent is hard to get in AEW. People tend to fluctuate quite a bit, but Caffeine has been the most consistent tag team I think I've ever seen in this business. I mean, as for the Armada, of course, they've been absolutely dominant since they've come together, but they don't have that much of like a tag team repertoire. They're not quite as connected as Team Caffeine is. not to say they're not literally the most powerful group we've ever seen, but perhaps, tag team rapport and skill can outmatch Raw brute power.
You know, what you're saying there makes a lot of sense. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but this is not a match that I think Team Caffeine has this time. The Armada's gonna crush them like they crush everybody else.
Something I didn't quite get it. Red now trying to use his acrobatic skills. We've seen Red multiple times, more of the high flyer of the group, pulling off a lot of unique maneuvers. And in comes Rock. In the corner. Oh, shot right to the gut, and then body splash. Now, belly to belly suplex. That right there. That's what I'm talking about when I said tag team rapport. These two just know each other so well. And deadlifting a German into a belly to back suplex. What strength from Rock. And honestly, these two men, Red and Rock, honestly, if they weren't a tag team, I'd argue both of them have the wherewithal to be singles champions. I'd actually argue that both of them have what it takes to be good, solid in-ring workers by themselves. But I wouldn't say they limit themselves, but they've chosen to be a tag team through and through, never once, deviated. I think there's something a little touching to be said about that. The fact that these two men are willing to be that dedicated to one another.
Now you're making it sound weird, Doc.
I'm not trying to imply anything like romantic. I'm just saying, Team Caffeine, these two have been together for nearly 10 years and have proven time and again that they are the most gifted tag team in IDW. Tag made, here comes Red. Rock's got him, lifts him over into a Meteora. Again, that showing of knowing each other's skill sets. They know each other's skill sets well enough to understand what they need to do in every conceivable moment. Then you come up against two former world champions, and sometimes that kind of consistently just goes out the window. Red now trying to take out Walker a little bit, wrestling with the legs. Well, Vachon rails on Red here. On his shoulders. Punch to the face. It ain't pretty, but it's effective. Now Red off the ropes. Splash! Doesn't get it though. Vachon had it scouted and rolls out of the way. Now what's he thinking here? Vachon's without a tag partner now. No idea. Right there he is. And you have to wonder, what is Team Caffeine thinking with Lev right there on the outside? Lev is right there. She is right there, always present. Tag made to Rock here. But, Lev is a constant presence, and, as of recent rulings made by Walter, we have to think, she can get involved in this. There's no question she could probably get involved, either by distracting or even just attacking these two men while the ref's back is turned. I wouldn't put it past the Armada to try some, more sketchy tactics. Tag made a Red here, Gutbuster into a kick to the side of the head. Again, very unique offense by Team Caffeine out here. Tag made, here comes Walker. Flying clothesline by Red, drops Walker briefly, covered. 1 count only. Again, Reggie's taking his sweet time getting the counts. Walker here, his spine buster. Red right back to his feet, tip up, right back to his feet here, and now trying to go some of his German suplex. Impressive maneuvering. It's interesting to see this. Team Caffeine have definitely been more on top of this match than the Alpha Armada have. I have to wonder if maybe it's just an off day, or if Red and Rock really did just chug a bunch of coffee before this.
Are you perhaps insinuating that Team Caffeine uses some sort of illegal enhancements?
I was really saying that I think that these two perhaps, maybe drink a bit too much coffee, maybe they're a little jittery, maybe they're a little heightened tonight.
You're the one rooting for him, and now you're trying to discredit them. Make up your mind.
I'm an unbiased commentator, folks. You understand that, don't you? At least I'm supposed to be. On the ropes here. Power slam, tilt-a-whirl slam. Very impressive by Vachon. And look, I'm willing to acknowledge both teams' skill. Like I said, I'm acknowledging both teams' skill and ability, but I also will admit it's surprising just how impressive Team Caffeine has been. I'm amazed just how, dare I put it, like how skilled they seem to be against the Outlaw. And we talked about it before, Caffeine, while consistent, their win rate is inconsistent. You know, their win rate's all over the place, so it's hard to say exactly what these two can and cannot do. They face some very stiff opposition, to put it bluntly. Now Vashon using Champion's advantage to his advantage by keeping things to the outside. If this gets a count out, they keep the belts regardless. Slamming him against the ground like it's nothing. Now we're up to a count of 7 here. Vashon, though, throwing him back into the ring at a count of 8. Didn't quite get it, though. Red now back in the ring. Vashon on his shoulders. Red breaking out of it, though. Man, Red and Rock are focused tonight, it seems. Tried to get him into the corner. Didn't try to reverse it, but Walker right there to stop him. Ooh, what a spin kick. Good lord. Trying to make his way to a cover here. Vashon stops him at the pass. Looked up for a power bomb. Red again gets out of it. Red has been able to block most of what Vashon's tried to do to him this entire time. Again, another blocked move. Now throwing him into his own corner. Oh, and look, there I said before, Lev distracting him, getting the attention of Red. Thankfully, though, at a good opportunity, as it seems that he may or may not. No, there's Vashon to take advantage. Always help having someone on the outside to distract the opponents, and now Vashon going to work teardrop suplexes. One after another, going for a trifecta. Boom! Now going for the cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, not quite.
If what you say is true about what Caffeine's doing, it means that both teams are cheaters. At least we're on even foot.
I didn't say they were cheating, I just... whatever. Tag made, in comes Walker. Count of 1, Lev right there, keeping watch. It's now essentially a 3v1 situation. Shira Nui on the outside to try and eliminate Vashon for the time being. Vashon is badly hurt out there now, and Red, again, Red has been very elusive, almost like a cockroach. Like he has avoided so much damage, and yet cannot avoid the boot from the Alpha Wolf. Quickly dropping a DDT as well. This is classic Walker offense. Chucks him into the ring, kind of 8 again, keeping the outside the ring as much as possible, do as much damage as possible. Face first into the mat. Nothing pretty about it, but damn if it's effective. Now Walker looking for something. Got him on his shoulders. Press slam, no! Gets blocked into a roll-up here. 1, 2, not quite. What an upset that would have been to have gotten the win like that. An impressive win nonetheless, but that would have been an upset, let's be honest. Under, what a boot, just a big boot to the side of the head. Walker is not playing any games here, wrenching the neck, just twisted in ways that's not meant to be twisted. Any harder, it might break his neck clean off. Shot gut. Again, the Armada's offense isn't pretty, but it is certainly effective at dismantling their opponent. An attack made to Vashon, the pirate captain. Whoa! DDT! That was different. Float over DDT. Very different. And in comes Rock, giving Red a chance to rest. As Rock comes in to deliver some punishment. What could we be seeing? No, Vashon gets out of it. And again, these two teams have both shown themselves that they are resilient if nothing else. In every way that counts, these two teams are not going down anytime soon. Vashon hooks the leg. One count. Rock is crushing this match right now, getting straight back to his feet. Ooh, double teaming here by the champs. Lifts him up though. Alabama slam! Brutal maneuver there, only a count of 1 before Walker blocks it. And for those who do not know, a new rule that has been added to IDW in the recent years is that if you break up a pinfall like that, you are elite. It's illegal for you to get back in the ring. Walker cannot get in the ring unless he wants to be disqualified. Now Red, what is he thinking here? Dodges it to a unique kick. Very different. Off the ropes and a crossbody. Red showing us every little trick he knows apparently.
Maybe 2025 finally lit a fire under these guys.
Maybe so. Drops him. Looking for it. Espresso shot. The espresso shot locked in. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God.
Well, I'll be damned.
Team Caffeine has dethroned the Armada and are now the new tag team champions. They picked a good moment to do that maneuver as Walker was forbidden from entering the ring a second time, so he could not save his partner from that nasty maneuver. I am amazed, to be honest with you. I am genuinely shocked at what I am seeing. Not disappointed by any means, because congratulations to two men who have arguably deserved it for quite some time. But I am shocked considering how dominant the Armada has been in recent months.
I mean, Doc, look, all we gotta do is this. This happens. Alright? We just witnessed a miracle. It's not even Christmas yet when we witness a miracle. What the hell?
Clearly the gods shined on Caffeine tonight as they pulled out every trick they know to get the win. I'm in disbelief. Genuinely, I am stunned. The Armada tried everything they could, but this was the beginning of the end right here. Alabama slam right there. And after the espresso shot with Walker unable to intervene, that is all she wrote.
Here are your winners and the new Tag Team Champions, Team Caffeine!
I'm imagining shots are going to be blowing later tonight.
Probably energy drink shots, right?
Or some sort of mixed beverage, hard to say. Speaking of mixed beverages, you want to grab another one?
Man, you read my mind.
Great when we agree on things. At any rate, amazing win for Team Caffeine. Genuinely, bottom of my heart, I cannot say enough. Amazing win for those two. But again, the show must go on as we move on to our next big clash, the women's title match between their current champ Kobayashi and Madame Dimitrescu. That match is next.
Fighting's not really my thing. I'm more into fashion. We will be performing in front of an audience. I'm not going to wear something fabulous? I was being judgmental, darling. What is the point of throwing shade if no one's there to catch it?
"あなたはただの哀れな着飾りすぎた人形だ。このベルト、わしの持ち主の手に渡るだろう。
I'll destroy her!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the IDW Women's Championship.
Fashion designer turned professional wrestler Madame Dimitrescu comes from the glittery streets of Paris.
Okay, you're trying to sound impressive right now. You just sound like a nerd.
Look, I'm just trying to tell you all that this woman is snooty. To put it bluntly, this woman is very snooty. The fact that she's even a wrestler at all baffles me. You'd think a woman like her would not want to get her face ruined, and yet here she is in a sport that is predominantly about beating the crap out of people.
It's called trying to show people class. Here's the thing. Wrestling ain't all about fighting. It's about the look. It's about the showmanship. And look at this woman. You cannot tell me she doesn't have class.
She's got decent money, I guess, but I don't really know if that's qualified as class. Now this woman has class, and not because she can buy it, it's because she's earned it. A woman who has clawed from the very bottom to the very top. Kobayashi, the Empress of Elbows and our current women's champion.
What are you, a valet? A spokesman?
I'm trying to sell everybody, Sparks. That's kind of my job. I'm supposed to sell these people to the crowd. Is that not my job?
Yeah, except you have been this shilly for everybody else. Why Kobayashi?
Because if you look at her, do you not think of a more appropriate underdog story than Kobayashi? I mean, like I said, this woman went on a 4-year losing streak and is now sitting at the top of the IDW Women's Mountain. Look, you can't get a more, rags to riches story than this one.
All I'm hearing is that she's still a loser who got lucky.
She's been lucky for the 2.5 years, huh?
Look, all I'm gonna say is this. Her luck has gotta run out eventually. When she does, she's going right back to the bottom where she belongs.
You are just... Do you ever believe in anybody? Do you believe in anything, Sparks?
I believe in a good stiff drink.
You know, that's fair. Regardless, though, this is Kobayashi. This is just another defense for Kobayashi. She's beaten some of the best in our industry as far as who she's gone through in these defenses. Buffy Winters, Lev, Honeybee, all former champions, all bested by Kobayashi in this reign. So, I mean, call it luck, call it skill. This woman is kicking ass.
Introducing first, the challenger, from the streets of Paris, Madame Dimitrescu. And her opponent, from Kyoto, Japan, she is the IDW Women's Champion, Kobayashi!
With that all said and done, this matchup is about to get underway, and this is just a bizarre defense for Kobayashi, to be sure. She's fought powerful slayers, tough as nails Russian women, even women who think that they're literal demons. She hasn't fought anyone quite as, hoity as Madame Dimitrescu.
She hasn't fought anyone with this amount of diamonds, neither.
Again, just because you have a bunch of money does not make you a good fashion designer.
Excuse you, she is featured in magazines, on Broadways, everywhere you look in Paris.
Really, I have not seen a single bit of her work.
Then you're looking at the wrong damn places. You're gonna find her stuff in the trash.
I'm done trying to argue with you. You are hopeless. But we continue on. Dimitrescu, despite being a fashion designer, has taken it to Kobayashi early on, using those sharp heels along the back of her head. Now collar and elbow tie over, jockeying for position, and Kobayashi gets the better of her. the veteran Kobayashi. I mentioned in the last match the whole 10 years in the business thing, and Kobayashi is probably one of the most tenured in our industry. Going for a cheap cover here, using the middle rope, and it doesn't count though. Kobayashi quickly breaking out of that situation. Back to the collar of the tie-up here. Dimitrescu pushing her into the corner, out muscling the Empress. And again, that was never Kobayashi's strong suit. It was never her muscles. It was her striking ability. Shoulder blocks right into the gut. Dimitrescu is just wearing Kobayashi down, trying to do everything she can to just wear her down. Top rope now. I'm gonna get up. What is she thinking up there? How is she even up there with those heels? Cross body. How do you even stand on those ropes in heels?
Lots and lots of practice.
You know what? I guess you could. I mean, I've seen some pretty crazy balancing acts. Still, Dimitrescu showing quick and decisive control early on in this match. She has done nothing but dominate in the early stages of this match, which cannot bode well for the Empress, who can finally get herself back to a vertical base. The Empress perhaps got her by the arms here. Knee right to the face. Dimitrescu doing the smart thing, getting out of the ring to try and avoid further damage. These women now a little confused perhaps. Dodges the double axe handle by going back into the ring. Ooh, what an elbow shot. Empress already starting off with her elbows. Ushi Goroshi. Back of the neck right off of her knee. Dimitrescu again with enough wherewithal to do quite a bit here. Good lord, clothesline over the ropes. Now just mocking the crowd. Clearly have no love lost for Dimitrescu.
Clearly the audience here in Indianapolis do not understand higher class.
They understand saying a bitch when they see one.
You take that back.
No, you call people that all the time.
Yeah, except when I do it, it's earned. Dimitrescu has not earned that title.
Sparks, lead up to this match, she literally attacked Kobayashi for no reason. She never gave a good reason or excuse. Attacking people from behind is a pretty scummy move in my opinion.
Well, that's your opinion. In other words, it's not valid. You shut your face.
Alright, whatever. Forearm shot right to the head. Dimitrescu still standing tall in this match. Flurry of blows back and forth, and yet Dimitrescu remains the one standing. Power slam. Her maneuvers are all very simple. Dimitrescu follows a very old school style.
Back when wrestling had class. She doesn't need fancy flips or crazy shit. What she needs is something that's reliable.
Again, I'm not even going to argue if they're swearing anymore. It's just getting old. I'm not... I'll have to talk to the board.
Oh, what are they going to do? A bunch of suits ain't going to stop me.
They can reprogram you.
Like hell they do that. If they do that, we wouldn't have a show.
I mean, fair. Sliding elbow shot there. Not quite sure what count we're on at this point. I got distracted by our conversation. Both these women still brawling on the outside here. Count of 8. Both will need to get back in immediately. Dimitrescu trying to prove she has the upper hand here, but didn't quite catch that. Trying over a power slam here, didn't get it. Dimitrescu quickly blocking it, going into the corner. Blocks that from Kobayashi. Raining down the elbows, right on the top of the head. Yikes. Rapid bionic elbows. Only a 1 count. Dimitrescu still very much able to survive this match. Went for something here, didn't get it. Dimitrescu, what is she playing here? Wow, that was a unique looking backbreaker. I'm not sure I've seen that one before. Kobayashi has got her up. What does she have planned for this time? Elbow shot to the back of the neck. That could paralyze someone if done, well, I guess if done properly. A shoulder breaker. We have seen a very different style of Kobayashi recently. What is she thinking here? Running, went for a running elbow on the ground. Didn't get it though. Dimitrescu blocks it. Gut wrench, powerbomb.
For being a fashion designer turned wrestler, Dimitrescu seems to have all the tools to succeed in this match.
She certainly seems to have Kobayashi scouted if nothing else. I'm not entirely sure what to make of that situation. Now Kobayashi's got her pinned in the corner. Rapid elbows to the side of the head. Good Lord Almighty. Now what is she thinking here? Kobayashi weighing her options. Now just, I can't really see what's happening. The ref is in the way.
Someone needs to tell Reggie to avoid the camera.
It would be nice, yes, if Reggie could avoid being right in the way of all the action, but I mean, I have no direct communication with him. I can't talk to him, so I don't really expect me to do. Now, wrenching her neck across the ropes. We've seen this before. Kobayashi occasionally delving into more, villainous tactics when it's necessary. The opponents are getting the better of her. Swirling elbow drop. Classic Kobayashi. Now, up to the top rope. Could we be seeing it? Grand finale. Empress elbow. That is a thing of beauty right there. Covered. 1, 2, 3. Still think she's lucky, Sparks?
Look, she just caught Dimitrescu on a bad day. Give her another chance, she'll win that belt for sure.
Everybody says that, Sparks. This was a very clean and decisive win, but I will give it up. Dimitrescu put Kobayashi into a precarious position, but the Empress of elbows always comes out on top in the end. With that one last Empress elbow, she sealed the deal in a way that was both flashy and effective. A true thing of beauty, in my opinion. You see here again, Dimitrescu put everything she could in that match. Here at the beginning of the end for Dimitrescu, rapid fire elbows in the corner. Always a great way of starting off something strong here. Moonsault off the ropes. And then here it is, the thing of beauty, Empress elbow to put this match away. Another successful defense for Kobayashi.
Here is your winner, and still the IEW Women's Champion, Kobayashi!
Sparks, what are you doing?
I'm ordering Dimitrescu's new fashion line on my phone.
Why?
Because something needs to cheer her ass up, damn it. She just lost the biggest match of her career so far.
I mean, whatever. Congratulations, Kobayashi. Another successful defense, of course. And folks, I'd like to remind you all of what happened at the beginning of the show. We had the World Heavyweight Champion, Max E. Jackson, attacked by his opponent tonight, Arik Valentine. As we see here, we're going back to the security footage. We see this attack in the parking lot. Valentine attacking Jackson with a light tube, no less. And we did get a medical update. Jackson is cleared to compete, so this will be taking place in our main event tonight. But things are just going off the rails, obviously, with this show. So much has happened already, and there is still so much to come as we move on to the International Championship match. Adrian Frost, Mark Hudson, after these messages.
We all have a sweet tooth, but sometimes that leads to unexpected consequences. That's where Faux Nuts come in. Made with low-calorie, all-natural ingredients, our special recipe guarantees all the sweetness and flavor, while keeping your waistline happy. Faux Nuts, the new way to donut.
They say I'm a fighting champion. I say damn right. I clawed my way from the bottom of every card in every reality, get this, and I'll defend it against anyone. Prince, pauper, or progeny.
Hudson, you call yourself a fighting champion. You fought pretenders, has-beens, and interdimensional anomalies with no wrestling talent. You haven't fought Legacy. You haven't fought Frostomania.
Legacy? Is that what you call it when you're riding your daddy's coattails, Adrian? I fight for my name. You're still trying to figure out if yours is Adrian or Adam. You want to fight, Adrian? You want to see if your Frostomania can stand up to the storm? Name the place.
Circle Circuit, International Championship. You and me, let's see if your storm can survive a true frostbite.
Adrian's got talent, sure. But he's looking for answers in an old playbook. He needs to write his own damn story, you know?
I've gone through rough patches, sure, but this is my name, my legacy, and I'll defend this every damn night.
What if your father's way is a cage, Adrian? What if he's holding you back from becoming who you were meant to be? Come to Circle Circuit, let's find out if you want to be Adam's shadow or a champion in your own right.
Your storm's gonna be a blizzard by the time I'm done. Frostomania will run wild forever!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the IDW International Championship.
Here you see the second generation of Frostomania, Adrian Frost. A man with a shoddy win-loss record, but he's being accompanied by his father, the legendary Adam Frost. So I honestly really love his odds tonight.
Oh, don't be so dramatic, Doc. This man is a has-been compared to what his father used to be. His father was a multi-time world champion, multi-time international champion, multi-time tag team champion. What has Adrian done? Jack fucking shit.
Okay, again, I don't want to correct you on the swearing thing, but damn, Sparks. And look, he may not have won single gold, but that could all change tonight. He has an opportunity to win the international title tonight, which could jumpstart a huge wave of Frostomania Mark II, so to speak. Of course, Adrian here trying to emulate some of his father's old charisma, trying to draw from the IDW crowd, saying if Frostomania can fuel his muscles tonight. He does have a high ceiling to go against. He's fighting against the Stormbringer, Mark Hudson.
I still cannot believe this loser is international champion.
Hey, do not discredit Mark Hudson. He may have had a rough start, but the Stormbringer has more than made his name here at IDW. Coming in second place in the Gemini tournament twice that's not easy to do. Sure, he may be perpetually silver medalist, but silver medalist out of everybody else in his roster is pretty damn good. Not to mention, he has fought some crazy opponents and come out on top every single time.
I just don't get it, man. This guy does not scream championship material to me.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
Introducing first, the challenger. Accompanied to the ring by Adam Frost from Cardiff, Wales, weighing in at 229 pounds. Adrian Frost. And his opponent, from Twin Falls, Idaho, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the International Champion, the Stormbringer, Mark Hudson!
As this matchup gets underway, we have to remember this is Hudson's 5th title defense as International Champion, having climbed the ladder slowly over the last year. And as far as his title defenses go, I mean, he hasn't fought anyone with quite as much pedigree behind him as Adrian Frost. I mean, sure, he hasn't won singles gold yet, but remember, this man is the son of Adam Frost. Power slam pie. Hudson immediately won. Only a 1 count though. What a counter. He immediately had that scouted. I'm wondering if Hudson made that a point earlier. I mean, while I do think that Adrian has a great future as part of the Frost name, I mean, you can't deny one thing. Adrian has been just trying to play a carbon copy of his dad.
Because that would get you success. If your daddy was popular, if he had success, emulate him, copy him. It'll all work out well for you in the end.
You sure about that? I mean, we'll see what happens, but for now, we're going back to the outside. A lot of guys like to go to the outside tonight. It's not no disqualification, so I don't know what they're thinking, but they're doing something. Hudson up to the top rope here. Trying to adjust with Adrian, letting that happen. Drop kick didn't get all of it, but got enough to drop Frost. Now it's straight in the hands. You see there on the outside, there is the great legend Adam Frost himself, forced into early retirement due to severe back injuries by Elijah Payne, who sadly is no longer in the company. But Adam here is here to support his son in any way he can. Maybe just having Frostomania so close by can fuel Adrian's heart tonight.
Look, I don't like Hudson, I really don't, but the Stormbringer's gonna rain some damn thunder on this kid.
Think so, huh? Blockbuster. Now, Hudson calling for Frost to get up. What is he planning here? Off the ropes and a drop kick. Missile drop kick lands right on the face. One count only. Frost is still fresh in this match. Tries going to the corner. Frost blocks it. Spinning heel kick and a moonsault. Frost showing what makes him special, a highly acrobatic, dynamic style. Very different from what his father did, but still showing off some of that old Frost charm. And Hudson slowing the pace down, trying to wear down the leg of Hudson, or Frost rather, perhaps trying to keep him from doing anything crazy. Frost tries to keep him off with the pass. Hudson keeping it back at a double axe handle, not entirely sure what happened there. Look at that, Adam Frost distracting Hudson, perhaps making an opening for his son. While I don't condone cheating, it's always nice having a legend in your corner.
Oh, so now it's okay. Now because it's a legend, it's fine.
Look, I'm just go with it. Frost here, what does he have planned? Adrian's going for something. Off the ropes, Tope Suicida through the middle rope to take down Hudson. You hear the crowd chanting, "This is awesome," and what a good way to kick off this match with some death-defying tricks like that. Ref now to a count of 6. These guys need to get back in the ring ASAP. Hudson doing the smart thing, reversing to get him into the ring first. Back in the ring for the rest count of 10. Now got a hook, gut wrench, slam! Slow gut wrench, almost a deadlift in a way. Again, only a 1 count. Frost is fresh in this, and a kip up, but a boot to the head silences that quickly. I was looking for something here. What is Hudson thinking? Drop kick again. He's loving that top rope drop kick. It's effective for nothing else. It keeps Frost grounded. Now, body splash. He practically floated like a cumulonimbus cloud crashing down. Only a count of 2. But what a maneuver by Hudson. Neck breaker. Once again, cutting Frost off at the pass does not let him get what he was looking for there. Hudson measuring his man. He was trying to go for the Storm. He was trying to go for Eye of the Storm, did not get it. Frost deflecting the maneuver. What does he have in store now? Moonsault doesn't find anyone though. Nobody home. Now another top rope drop kick. That seems to be Frost's Achilles heel with these top rope drop kicks. Moonsault again. Moonsault can never seem to hit.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, and you're just a dumbass at this point. Stop going for moonsaults.
Again, he's trying to appeal to the crowd, Sparks. He's trying to emulate his father. Tip up now. Tries to go after him, doesn't get there in time though. Eats a double axe handle from Hudson. He's now got him lifted up or something. What does he have planned here? Another double axe handle while he's in the sitting position. That's just disrespectful. Now Hudson, what is he thinking now? Just strike exchange, swinging sidewalk slam. Now what's he thinking here? Got him hooked. Decapitator! That has got to be it. 1, 2. No, wow. 2.5. I can't tell if that was genuine or. What a unique thing for the crowd to be chanting right now. They're chanting, "We are not worthy. They are not worthy to be witnessing such a great match." Power slam by Hudson. Covered 1, 2, 3. I think Frost may have been running on fumes to get that kick out. Frostomania running through his veins. He was able to kick out one more time, but ultimately he was running on empty.
What did I tell you about this kid? Another failure, another notch to add to his shitty belt.
Look, he tried his best. That's all you can say, you know? You're dealing with a champion like Hudson. You can only do so well. And maybe, he didn't get it this time. Maybe he'll get it again another time. It's hard to say. A good match nonetheless. The crowd was certainly behind both of these men tonight. We heard many a crowd chant that I have never heard them do before. See there in the background, Frost was worried about his son the entire time. There's that other double axe handle. And this was right there, that decapitator. That should have ended this match, but I think Frostomania running well as it was, because see there, Adam Frost was trying to get the crowd going, but in the end, can't run on fumes forever, and this last power slam sealed the deal. Frost could not get up, and Hudson wins.
Here's your winner, and still the IDW International Champion, Mark Hudson!
A definitive win for the Stormbringer. I want to see this again. This decapitator, what a devastating maneuver. I am shocked that Frost kicked out of that as he did. Speaking of Adrian, he's still in the ring. Looks a little confused, perhaps. I mean, you can't get disappointed in yourself, kid. You tried your best. And here's his father. His father is here to comfort. You can't win them all. He's just trying to offer some advice, trying to see what he can do. I mean, all you can do is, what the fuck?
Oh no, you're swearing. What's this all about?
I mean, Sparks, look what he just did! Adrian just punched his father! What the hell's wrong with you, kid? I get that you lost, but that doesn't give you the right to punch your father. Oh god, what's he doing? No. Adrian, walk away. This is not a time for your anger to get the best of you. That's a steel chair. That is a chair. Oh my god. That is your father, you bastard! You fucking dick! Okay, good. The medical team are coming by to help him. You bitch, Adrian!
Man, I have not heard you get this angry before. I kinda like it.
I mean, dude, look at what this ungrateful punk just did to his father. They have to stretch him out on a gurney. This man literally just beat his father half to death. He's an injured legend. He has a bad back, and he's hitting him with a steel chair. What is wrong with... What is he doing? Where is he going? Come on, what is enough? You lost. I get it. Stop beating up your... Oh my god. God. Adrian! Adrian! Stop! For fuck's sake. Okay, good. He stopped. Jesus. I'm sorry. I am mad. I mean, Hudson won. Congratulations. That is no way to treat your father. Good God. Okay, give me a minute to calm down. We've got another match coming up here. It's a match to crown the uncrowned queen of IDW. The Slayer, Buffy Winters, takes on the Dragonborn, Mirix. Yeah, that match is next. Sorry, I need a moment.
A slayer of the undead. A savior with a dragon's soul. These two women have ruled the roost for nearly a decade, yet neither one can truly claim the title of Queen of the Women's Division. Until tonight. Mirix, Buffy Winters, a chance to truly be known as the uncrowned Queen of IDW.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Somerville, California, the Slayer, Buffy Winters!
Okay, I think I've calmed down enough. We have Buffy Winters, the Slayer, one of the most dominant women's champions we've ever had, making their way to the ring for what is set to be quite the historic match. These two have already had so many iconic clashes throughout the years. I can only imagine this one is going to be another banger.
For real though, I have not heard you get that angry in a long time. You do that again?
Not on your life, kid.
Her opponent, from Riverwood, Skyrim, the Dragonborn, Mirix!
And a woman whose resume borders on, watch not borders, she outright is the same resume as Buffy Winters, only this woman is a bit more skilled in the tag team division. We have the Dragonborn, Mirix. You look at these two women and you really look at these two women. They're both destined heroes with extraordinary powers and have both dominated the IDW division since they are alive. You cannot find two women more basically alike than these two.
Yeah, except one hunts vampires, the other one hunts fucking dragons.
I mean, yeah. But I'll say this, in their own universes, they have both stopped literal universe-ending threats, so to give them the credit they're owed, both of them are absolute powerhouses, whether you take it as their own canon or just the one we currently live in. Val has sprung these two, starting off strong with a huge kick to the side of the head. Buffy is not here to play games, and neither is Mirix, who reverses it into a ground and pound. Both of these women are just, like I said before, they are both, you could crown either one of them the queen of the division, and they don't need gold to be called the best. It doesn't matter if they have a title or not. Everyone knows that these two are something else.
Look, I have a cynical processor. I do not believe in miracles or gods or anything beyond what I can physically see. But what I see right now are two badasses going out there and proving themselves.
You know what? I have to agree with that, Sparks. These two women are both absolute game changers in their own right. Collar and elbow tie up here with two of them trying to jockey the position. Buffy's the one to push her into the corner here. The ref got to break it up before either one gets disqualified. Buffy shot to the side of the head here. And again, you notice this right now. You're seeing this back and forth, counter for counter, blow for blow situation, as you would expect from this. And again, Buffy with enough power to just overpower Mirix. It's quite impressive, honestly. And Mirix answering with a power of her own. Single leg takedown. Buffy quickly stopping her in an inside cradle. One, not really anything there. Ooh, an elbow. These two had an absolute banger of a match at Wrestle Summit a few years ago, going the distance in ways I did not imagine possible. A 40-minute long clash. And it wasn't even like a no disqualification or anything like that. It was just a 40-minute barn burner between two greats who prove that they are the best of the best. Now both women trying to figure out what to do next. They want to keep this in the ring. And now Buffy going for the Dragon Sleeper. That's Mirix's submission hold. There's nothing else that shows both these women know each other so damn well. Running kick to the chest. Mirix covered. One. No, not quite two. Not quite a 2 count. Now what are these two thinking? Still too early to decide who has the stronger momentum. Again, these counters. Blow for blow, counter for counter. Mirix is firing herself up right now. Power slam, a snap power slam by Mirix. She is fired up right now. Understandably so, though. I mean, both these women have yet to taste, like, it's been a while since either one of these were the world champion, even though they have been nothing if not dominant. But it is something to behold. Mirix diving for an elbow when there was no one there. I think she may have been blinded by all the flashing lights. You see people with their flash cameras on. Admittedly, I feel like it's kind of a poor move to do that at this stage, but, you know, it is what it is. Kicks are plenty and a clothesline. We can't deny one thing. Mirix is a weapon specialist. Buffy is a hand-to-hand specialist. The most weapons she ever used is like a wooden stake or maybe a shovel. But Mirix is spine buster. Mirix is more attuned to like swords and stuff. We're looking for elevated knee lock. You see this right here. This is different. Showing off the power, and Buffy showing off her resilience by fighting out of the rapid shots to the head. That was just funny looking. Huge clothesline drops Mirix.
Both of these women are the epitome of brains, brawn, and beauty. I'd love to take either one of them out to dinner, but I think they'd kill me.
Let's be real, Mirix is married, and I don't think Buffy would want to date a robot.
Wait, Mirix is married?
Yeah, she's married to a Khajiit.
The hell is a Khajiit?
It's basically like a cat person, like a humanoid cat.
The power of Mirix went for a crossbody, caught her mid-air. Mirix with the power, dropping her too.
Oh, that could have been it. Buffy with the wherewithal to get her arm on the rope. That is a veteran tactic. That shows just the veteran tactics of someone like Winters. What an impressive thing to see.
Now Mirix got her in the Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer submission. Wrenching out on the neck.
Got rid of it. She dropped it right there. She didn't want to continue.
Buffy blocked it. Up on her shoulders. Off the ropes and a stun gun.
Now Buffy going for something. What is she thinking here? Off the middle rope.
Cross body attempt number 2. Gets it that time. Goes straight for the cover. 1, 2, not quite. Mirix gets her shoulders up.
You gotta think, like, a match, a win in this match, a win against this opponent, that certainly puts you in contention for something, right? Like, it immediately jumps you to the top of whatever waiting list there is for any of the women's titles. I have to imagine.
Look, unless J.J. Coulter himself ordains it, neither of these women are getting a title shot until they have earned it.
A decade of hard work is enough earning it for you, Sparks? Both of these women have shed so much, blood, sweat, and tears for this business. Both of them have more than earned any title opportunity they ever get, just by existing. Once again, we're on to the outside here, though. Buffy, ripped to throw Merrick back into the ring, though. She does not want to end this in any other way. Up to the top rope here. Elbow drop to the spine. Yikes. Ooh, and a sliding leg kick trips Merrick up. Trips her knee right out from under her. And body splash doesn't get it. And knee, running knee by Merrick drops Buffy once again. What are we even planning at this point? Looking for that power slam out of the corner. Now Merrick is the one to ascend to the top rope. What was she thinking from up there? Did we see it? Dragon Shout! The Dragon Shout Stunner. This could be it. 1, 2, not quite. 2.5. Buffy kicks out. For those who couldn't hear the crowd, they are chanting "Fight Forever," and honestly, I think we would all love to see that. These two women bring out the best of one another. To see them fight indefinitely would be a dream, but sadly, someone must win this contest. Who? Well, let's look at the scene. Merrick's again blocking the ground and pound into her own. Merrick's doing everything in her power to keep the Slayer down, to keep her from gaining any momentum. A smart move. Once Buffy gets rolling, there's very little to stop.
Unless she gets herself a new boyfriend, then she'll probably be the entire season before she gets that figured out.
Okay, harsh, but fair. Buffy sizing her opponent up, trying to figure out what to do next. What can she do against the Dragonborn? Throw her over the corner. Missile drop kick sends her right into the corner. Spine first with the corner. Reggie taking a sweet time. 1, 2, not quite. Okay, sweet time getting to the freaking cover there, didn't you, Reggie?
He's been at this all night. You'd think he'd have learned something by now.
Oof, another one of those huge side kicks. Buffy, measuring her woman. Could we be seeing it? Wooden stake! The wooden stake crawls into the cover. Reggie's right there. 1, 2, 3. Buffy Winters through. She is the superior, but you see there, Merrick's immediately crawling to the corner. This may have been a win for Buffy, but it was a close win. Merrick probably only had about another second before she could have kicked out, but that 1 second matters entirely when you're dealing with a pinfall like that. Not saying Merrick didn't try her hardest. You see every move she pulled out here was nothing short of brutal and powerful. But so was Buffy. Her hand-to-hand training pulled out to just an expert degree.
We have ourselves a new uncrowned queen, and she is a beauty.
Suppose so. Buffy Winters, the Vampire Slayer, survived that right there. The Dragon Shout. Devastating stunner that takes most people out in one move, but not Buffy, who count out at 2.5. And this was the beginning of the end for Mears right here. The shotgun-like drop kick. Boom! Sending her into the corner. Then 1 wooden stake later, that was all she wrote. Devastating maneuver right there. Just the precision on that is exquisite.
here is your winner, the Slayer, Buffy Winters!
I would hope this puts her into contention for a title down the line, but for now, congratulations to Buffy Winters. I'm sure everyone in Somerville is cheering for you. And for as impactful as that win was, we have one more match to discuss tonight, and it is our main event. Compromised perhaps by the earlier events before the show, but it is the world title match. The undeniable Auric Valentine challenges Max E. Jackson for the world title. That match after the sponsors.
Now hold on there, player. Don't tell me you're watching the show without a proper party poppin' snack. Try my Poppin' Lock popcorn with its beautiful butter and its sexy salt. It's guaranteed to get you up and moving. Dance the night away with Poppin' Lock popcorn, the true party snack, player.
Undeniable that I am owed what's rightfully mine. Bastion was merely an obstacle, a statistic, and the title? It's simply collecting dust until I claim it.
Perhaps the end is drawing near. You never hear the shot that takes you down.
Marvelous indeed. If your definition of marvelous includes clinging to a title you never truly earned, not against a threat like me, you're a showman, Max, a performer. I'm a conqueror. Your victories? Hollow. This adoration you have for the fans is just misplaced sentimentality. I am a true warrior, a conqueror, a fighter. I'm undeniable for that one reason. This is what happens, Marvelous One. When you associate with the weak, you get dragged down, you get damaged, just like Bastion, and just like you will be.
Auric Valentine, you speak of what you are owed. You speak of what is undeniable. You have desecrated this sport. You have desecrated every soul who has ever laced up a pair of boots. And you have pushed me to a place I did not know existed. You've called yourself undeniable. At Circle Circuit, I will undeniably make you regret every single word. This isn't just about a title. This is about honor, about respect. It's about showing you what the thrill of competition truly means, not just brute force and cowardice.
He can't handle real pressure. He's a dancer, not a warrior. He's not undeniable.
Step up and show me how undeniable you really are, you punk-ass bitch.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the IDW World Championship.
You really need to be a scummy human being to attack your opponent who you are trying to take the title from in the parking lot. If Jackson wasn't medically cleared, Auric wouldn't have gotten this match. Like, is he just dumb, or does he not realize the mistake he could have made?
He was just trying to soften up his opponent. He wasn't trying to injure him permanently.
First, he powerbombed him onto a car and then hit him with a light tube. Like, that almost sounds like attempted murder at that point. But again, had Jackson not been medically cleared, Auric wouldn't have gotten his match, which means he wouldn't have been able to try to get the IDW World title. And what the heck is happening there?
You didn't tell me our ring announcer was a ghost?
I didn't know he was a ghost. This is news to me. Well, file that way for later, that our ring announcer is apparently a specter and people can walk right through him. Filing that one away for later. At any rate, we have our main event coming up here in just a moment. Is the IDW champion, the marvelous Max E. Jackson. A crowd favorite in no uncertain terms and a tenacious man to take what he did earlier tonight and still want to come out there to compete. Honestly, I wouldn't have blamed him if he decided to go home.
What kind of champ would he be if he decided to go home? It would just prove Auric's point that he's not more than a bitch.
Pretty sure Jackson's the one that called Auric a bitch, but regardless, Jackson is here to prove that he can be a fighting champion. Even injured, he will continue to fight and defend that belt. The ever-prestigious IDW World Heavyweight Championship. This belt has been held by countless men and women in this industry. Travis Walker, Adam Frost, Bastion Marks, Max E. Jackson, and Auric wants to add his name to a long list of men who have held this belt. While I'm not saying he's unable to, he definitely has quite the mountain to climb tonight.
Auric is undeniable. I don't care how good Jackson is. I don't care how many people he's beat. He can't fight. You gotta face the facts. This is the universe at work.
You said that about Buster Eaton earlier.
And I was right, wasn't I?
Yes.
Introducing first, the challenger from Montpelier, Vermont, weighing in at 232 pounds, who would like to be announced as the undeniable Auric Valentine. And his opponent, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the IDW World Champion, the marvelous Max E. Jackson!
As our main event goes underway, I'd like to remind everyone what is at stake here. That belt, the IDW World Championship, the most prestigious prize in the multiverse. And Auric wants to take it through cheap tactics like attacking a man before the show even starts. Bell has run, two men enter. Auric immediately going for chops. Huge knife edge chops and a senton does not get it. Jackson gets out of the way, goes for an enziguri but misses. It's clear both these men have each other scouted. Collar and elbow tie up. Locking for early positions here. Waist lock applied by Auric. Now trying to go for a cover early. A schoolboy all the way over there, ref. That's impressive. Anyway, one count. Transitions. One, not quite. Still transitions. Backslide. And a kick out before the ref can even get a count. That was an impressive little display by both these men. Flying forearm. I mean, we gotta give credit where it's due. Auric, his undeniable moniker came from him lasting over a year as international champion without being beaten once. No one managed to pin or submit him until Bastion Marks did so at Wrestle Summit. And you gotta think that loss has probably been eating Auric alive since then.
Of course it is. It's a giant blemish in his armor. It's that giant dent in the the unpowerful shield that is Auric Valentine.
You okay, Sparks? You are stuttering a lot tonight.
Look, I am 5 drinks in. You cannot expect me to be clear.
You're a robot. I didn't think alcohol affected you.
Just like it does with humans, it affects with my processor. I am very drunk.
Alright, you stay quiet. I'll keep the match going for this time sober. Calling elbow out again. We're still at the phase of the match where this is a common sight. The collar and elbow tag trying to find position to his side. Headlock by Jackson. Just tossing him. Just chucking him around. It's rare we see Jackson bust out a huge feat of strength, but he is deceptively strong. He may not be the biggest guy on the market, but he certainly has the muscle to back it up. Now Auric trying to find solace in the corner, climbing back to his feet. Jackson right there waiting for him. It's a running start. Ooh, and a clothesline to the back of the neck. Slams on in there. What are we seeing?
Great camera view. Really amazing view by the cameraman. I desperately wanted to see whatever the hell that was.
I think we were somehow in one of the light posts there for a second. That was weird. This match has been very strange. We found out our ring announcer is apparently a phantom, then weird camera cuts. This is a very strange first match.
Please tell me that bode. Like, that should not bode for the rest of the match, right?
I would hope not. Oof. Elbow drop, and that's raining the fists on the knee of Valentine, trying to wear him down even further. I mean, we talked about it earlier, but that loss to Bastion Marks has certainly put a dent in the armor of Auric Valentine. The supposedly undeniable streak he had is completely gone, as that loss has been eating away at his soul. Now, Jackson with a frog splash with the middle rope. That is, to get that motion from that short a distance is impressive. Now to the top rope here. Moonsault! Huge moonsault. 1, 2, 2.5. That was almost over right there. That would have been fast. Now Jackson looking to put this away. Got him hooked for it. Arms lifted. Jackson hammer. 1, 2. Oh, 2 and 9/10. You don't get much closer than that. An undeniable streak, perhaps bubbling back to the surface. Clark surviving what should have been a fatal blow. Off the ropes and tries to go for a knee drop. Auric managing to get himself back to his feet, at least momentarily. Off the ropes, body drop. Now going for a cover. 1, 2, not quite. Going for another cover here. Now trying to use the bottom ropes here. Only a 1 count. Jackson wise to those kind of tricks. Now a sleeper hold applied. Not gonna work on a fresh Max E. Jackson, despite all the exertion Jackson's been doing. The forearm attempt did not judge that properly, and Valentine taking too much time taunt spamming. A common problem for people in IDW, you never want to be caught taunting.
Isn't that rule number 1 in our playbook?
It isn't mine anyway. It's not rule number 1 in IDW. Never taunt, especially when your opponent is standing. Regardless, these two men are still battling. Off the ropes and a stun gun. Valentine getting out of that situation. Stuck to the arm. Now Valentine measuring his man, trying to see if he can get a win on Jackson. Reclaim that undeniable title stamp of Valentine. 1, 2, not quite.
It's a little too early in the match to be calling nothing yet.
Auric claiming he's going to break Jackson. Falling up the top rope from this distance seems a little risky. Cross the body attempt didn't get any of it. Unfortunately, Jackson got out of the way. Now Jackson, arm drag, deep arm drag. taunt to the arm, bit of revenge for what happened earlier. Now up to the top rope is Jackson. What is he thinking up there? Went for a huge chop, missed again though. Both men scouting each other well as I see that a bulldog by Jackson. A drop kick right in the corner. That is nasty. And a moonsault misses, unfortunately. Art keeps doing that taunt. He keeps saying he's going to break Jackson, but in order to break him, you kind of have to actually fight him. And right now, he ain't doing much of that. Meantime, though, Jackson's got something in mind. Face first off the turnbuckle. Now Art going for something. Clothesline. Leaping clothesline. Almost went fully vertical, or horizontal rather, in his attempts to get that clothesline right. Again, calling for this crushing motion. I'm not sure what he thinks he's going to accomplish with this, but he's trying something. Over. Knee right to the face. Arm, 1, 2, not quite still. Jackson's still fighting out of it. Senton! Leaping senton like before. Now lifts him up for a slam. Impressive strength, and again calling for this, like, breaking motion. I'm not sure what he thinks he's accomplishing with it, but it's not working out for him. Art blocked whatever that was. Up on his shoulders. Jackson counters it. What are either of these men thinking at this point? Jackson up for a powerbomb. Got Ark in a powerbomb position, center of the ring. Down goes Valentine, but Valentine's right back to his feet. Jackson ready and waiting for him. Leapfrogs over. German suplex. Now what's Jackson thinking? Amount of maneuvers, amount of unique moves he has. Ushikoroshi. The veteran Jackson with so many moves up his repertoire. Ooh, another chop across the chest. Jackson countering again. Got him hooked for it again. Lift him up. Jackson hammer. 1, 2, 3.
And the undeniable ain't what it used to be, is it?
Sadly, no, that lost the basket completely crumbled that undeniable aura he had. Tonight that only proves it even further as Max E. Jackson successfully defends his belt despite the attack earlier tonight in the parking lot. We are seeing quite a lot from both these men here. Huge moonsault right there was very impressive, but not enough to put Art away. Took 2 devastating Jackson hammers, one of which we are seeing right here. Such a devastating maneuver, put so many men away and put so many title runs. Boom! Still not enough. Art is a tough opponent for anyone to put down successfully. But Jackson managed it despite all the offense Art did manage to get in, including a stamp of Valentine. I worry that Valentine's own ego was what killed him in the end because he kept taunt spamming. I don't know what that was, but he kept taunt spamming.
Look, sometimes you know, confident you get cocky. It happens.
True. There was a very close cover there. But eventually, Jackson managed to catch him with one more Jackson hammer to put this away.
Here's your winner and still the IDW World Champion, the Marvelous Max E. Jackson!
Congratulations to the Marvelous One. We have been Sparks and Doc Mitchell. This has been IDW Circle Circuit. Thank you for watching, folks. Good night.